It's comic book time! It's actually not. This is... Well, currently I'm watching Brittany Broski and Josh Hutcherson Royal Court. And I'm setting up some bag and boards, just... legit just rotting. But I was waiting to film because I got these. I mean, I'm blurring that, so not gonna give it a huge, what's the word, like, it's not a big deal. If you see my address, you know, it's blurred out. But yes, we have two packages, and boy oh boy, I cannot wait. For the first one, I keep showing, okay, I didn't want to blur, but first package, Scotty Young Endgame variant. Oh. So, don't know how well they packaged it, but boom, Scotty Young, you know me, gotta get the Scotty Young variant. And then, this is a big day. My first eBay comic purchase right here. And it's a worthy one in my opinion. Where is a sharp edge? I need to edge right now. What? What? Here we go. I'm using some tweezers to open this. But, here we go. Oh my goodness. Sixth printing of Ultimate Spider-Man 1. Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider. Oh! Look at how sick that is. I don't know if I've explained it very much. I have been hunting Ultimate Spider-Man for months. And I have 3, 4, and then 9 upwards. And I'm currently not spending £55 on an original printing of a cover. So I did some digging. I did some browsing for a few months, and I saw this listing. It wasn't going for anywhere, and then I was like, you know what? It's pretty sick. Because there were other variants. There was the black suit variant. There was a Miguel O'Hara variant. There's I think there's another Spider-Man, but I don't remember. But, ultimately, the second I saw Scarlet Spider, I was like, okay. If I'm getting one, I'm getting this one. And yeah, so... officially have Spider-Man #1 or Ultimate Spider-Man #1. This is a grail, and this is like, I would get this signed at a convention. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think I'll do the entire new comic book day later when like I've got a bit of a better angle. I'll probably go over to the shelf for the backdrop. But I will actually go through some things I picked up. Some things I picked up not from my pull list. So, oh god, I keep standing up. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not in frame. So, first of all, like I said, you know me, Scotty Young variant. I went to a Oxfam that sells like records and comics. I go there every once in a while just to see what they have. And I hit the freaking mother load today. 3 Scotty Young variants. And I did get 4 comics, but I got 3 Scotty Young variants. First one, we have Secret Avengers issue 1. Boom. Got that for a whole 99 pence right there. Boom, absolute steal in my opinion. Now these two, I haven't done my research on these. I don't know the series. I don't know like how rare they are or anything, but they're Scotty Young, so I was like, oh hey, I'm buying it. I'm buying it. Boom. We have Indestructible Hulk. We've got little baby Hulk smashing shit up. I think that's pretty cool. And then, I think this is my favorite. We have Uncanny X-Men. #1, I believe. I think they're all #1s. Now, I don't know anything about the Uncanny X-Men. But this is my favorite one. I like it a lot. I like it. But yeah, this one was £7, and then this one over here was £4. So I think this is more. Well, it's obviously more expensive. But yeah, I talked to the guys at the counter, and apparently they just have loads. So I think every Wednesday I'm gonna just stop by there, see what they got. They've got a lot of like what's the word? They've got a lot of series or like bits of series, like let's say like a 31 to a 60, 31 to a 63. Like in bundles, and you can't like take like bits out. So, but they're all like really well priced. And then for the fourth and final one, I've heard a little bit about Superman Red and Blue. And I don't know whether it's supposed to be good or bad, but I've been catching up on some Superman. I rewatched the Superman film the other day. It's incredible. James Gunn Superman by James Gunn, as my dad would say. And I saw this and I was like, I gotta pick this up. Even if it's not like super cool, I think it looks cool. We have Superman Red and Blue issue 3. The colors on this are incredible. I don't know who drew this. Is it Jesse J? Jesse J. So we've got Jesse J. Holland, Laura Braga, Michael Fyfe. I don't know if that's who drew this, who drew the cover, but the cover looks incredible in my opinion. And yeah, this, I saw it and I was like, I don't even care if that's rare or not. That looks sick as hell. So yes, that is all of the stuff I did not get in the pull list today. Oh yeah, as promised, it is New Comic Book Day, so that means I have some new comics to show you. Comics on the walls. I was also like, I was going through my other stuff, seeing what I wanted to put up. I was also bagging and boarding on the stuff I got today, and then I also had to do some things around the house as well. But looking at the state of my room, I'm just like, still gotta edit this video, gotta film the actual like comic books I got today. I still need to read to catch up on a lot of stuff because I've been very busy the last 2 weeks. But nonetheless, you want to see the wall. So here is not done. It's not done. I also took like 5 minutes to then buy more comics online. Only because I wanted to buy a Wonder Woman, Absolute Wonder Woman variant, and a couple Superman ones, because I've actually started reading the comics I've been buying. I started Absolute Superman peak. I'm going to talk about this in a little bit, but I have read every Absolute series up to issue 6. Minimum, at least. And I have thoughts. And I have things I want to say. I've been like saying them to myself. I'm like, no, I must wait for Wednesday. But yeah, oh yeah. That's a little sneak peek of the room tour that will be coming very soon. Once I get everything in sort of like order, figure out like how I want everything to look. But yeah, now actually, there's not fully done, but it looks a lot better. So here we freaking go. Look, we got. Do not mind that. That's supposed to be there. I promise. Oh, let me take a little step back. So yeah, we have obviously, I think this upper layer up here is going to change. I think I might take those down. I'm not 100% sure just yet. Oh, hello. But this down here, what I've just done, is freaking beautiful. Hold on, let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, for some reason if I zoom out, it's not as good. All right, so let's freaking go across. This one, you might be wondering, right, all of these are like variant covers, like significant characters and stuff. Like, why have you just got a booster gold? So, my granddad got me this booster gold comic, just randomly. He likes to go to auctions and like car boot sales, and he got me that, and he was like, oh yeah, because I originally only really read manga, and he was like, oh yeah, is this the type of thing you read? And I was like, it's not, but it's cool, like, thank you. So that actually was the first comic I got, and it was gifted to me by my granddad, so it means a lot to me, and that's why it's over there. Got the Cuda Amazing Spider-Man D-dubs. These were very cool looking. I decided to put the Superman red and blue that I got today there. Issue 3. Got the Bruno Redondo. Is it Redondo? Redondo? It's not Redondo. What am I on about? Bruno Redondo, Batman Deadpool, Deadpool Batman, Scotty Young. We got the homage to Absolute Batman to Matt Fraction's Batman. And then we got Spider-Punk issue 1. It's a start for now, but I think this, and this, that's probably going to go, but these two are staying. It looks peak. And then, like, this is like my background. If I do, I can't do it right now because there's a coffee table in my way. When I say that, like, my room is a mess, oh, yeah, maybe I won't show you that, but, yeah. Also, yeah, bunch of comic books here I need to put in here. I need to organize all of that, like, it's a mess. I have a bunch of stickers I want to put on there, but the actual material, like the metal is too cold for the stickers to stick, so I need to... it is all going on right now, and it's just not functioning how I want it to. But I'm very happy with all of this now. As I was like making it, I was like, yes, that is what I wanted. But also I want to make sure I'm like putting things I actually like up there. And like artists I care about, so that's why I'm trying to like get series from things that I'm reading and I'm enjoying. So like Matt Fraction's Batman, I'm enjoying. I haven't read today's issue, but the last 2 issues were a little bit disappointing. I think 1 and 2 were really good. I really enjoyed 1 and 2 of Batman, and then 3 was okay, and then 4 I was like, 4 was kind of just. If 3 was like a 6. If 3 was a 6, 4 was a 4 or 5. Like, it was mid at best, unfortunately, because I'm really, I was really enjoying it. So hopefully they start picking that back up. And then, what else? Deadpool Batman. I mean, Scotty Young, favorite cover artist. Daniel Warren Johnson. As I'm learning more, I think Daniel Warren Johnson is my favorite joint, because I've been learning more about him, and he has a lot of inspiration from like manga and stuff. So he likes to do like drawing and writing. So that's pretty cool. Spider-Man, obviously it's Spider-Man, fucking whoa. And then D-dubs with not Absolute Wonder Woman, but I still have the rest of the stack that I'm gonna put up in here. There's some other stuff. There's some stuff that you haven't seen yet because I haven't done the comic book review yet. But I will do that now just because I want to get this video uploaded edited and uploaded today. And then I'll start filming sort of like just another vlog for this week so that I can focus on tidying this room and then make sure the wall looks cool and then make sure my shelf is organized and all of this shit needs to be done. And I ain't got time to film. No, I do. I think I just get very distracted, and like having a cohesive sort of like film here, film this. I'm not back in the groove of that yet. I think before the new year, I So I found my sort of like entrance to my groove with the last video I did. I really enjoyed doing the sort of like B-rolls and the different music. So I'm going to try and do that for this one. It's not going to be nearly as like, I don't want to say effort because I've been putting a lot of effort into this video, but I think you'll see it more as I like come back to making videos. But yeah, I guess we should get into the comic book. I did have a blind bag earlier, but I think I should have known this. I filmed it sort of half-assed just because I wanted to open the blind bag. And I got, this is what I got. I got the Peach Momoko Endgame art variant edition even. Yeah, I love it a lot actually. I'm probably going to put it up there. But I'm on a thing of like, I'll show you in a second, but I have a lot of Endgame variants. I'm like, the Peach Momoko one is really cool. I have some cool ones. I have some cool ones. But yes, it is officially my first comic book day of 2026, and I've got some heaters. I won't lie. I'm not caught up on every single one of them as per usual, but that is a thing this year. We'll talk about my goals and some stuff earlier, just because I think we'll talk about that later. But to get started, where is it? Just because I picked up a little variant today. We got Absolute Superman. Oh yeah. Absolute Superman, I have read 6. I know guys. This is issue 15, I've read 6 of them, insane. But on a real note, I really enjoyed the 6 I read. Like, I would have kept going, but this was like yesterday, I think, I just set out to be like, I'm going to read the first 6 of every series. Obviously, I was already caught up on Batman, I was caught up on Flash, I'm on 7 of Wonder Woman, and then I'm on 6 the other 3. But best believe, as soon as I stop filming, I'm going to Superman and Wonder Woman. Actually, no, I'm going to Wonder Woman because I want to catch up on that, and then I'm going to read the team up from 2 weeks ago, because I still haven't read that, and I'm annoyed at myself that I haven't done it. But yeah, here is the variant art I got of it today. Let's try not getting the light. I think it's pretty sick. But yeah, I'm enjoying Absolute Superman a lot. I'll talk in a second about the 6 issues of Absolute I've read so far, because I've got some thoughts. And I've heard I've been listening to some podcasts and other creators of like what they're enjoying about it and like what series they're ranking. I will give you my rankings of each series, and I think I have an unpopular opinion. But carrying on with the new comic book day, we have The Amazing Spider-Man number 19, the bi-weekly legend. Oh yeah. Still haven't read it. But like I said, in a second. We then got Batman, Green Arrow, The Question, Arcadia. This was recommended to me by actually the person I saw at the comic book shop the other week. I feel like those lights aren't really doing anything good. But yeah, they said that it was pretty good, and so I picked up the first issue there. I haven't read it yet. I'm not caught up on much of anything, except for a lot of Batman stuff, weirdly. But yeah, picked that one up today. But please, believe me. Oh, it isn't really that. It does give a nice hue, doesn't it? Oh, fine. But yeah, we got, let me see. There we go. Arcadia, boom. Then we have, oh yeah, it's going there. Then we got Punisher Red Band, number 4. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm enjoying that a lot. Thank you very much. Ultimates 19, still have not caught up, even though Endgame 1 is out, but that is what I'm working on, as well as the Ultimate Universe. I'm a slow reader, guys. I have ADHD. I have all of this stuff that is just in my brain. So, yeah. Maybe fucking deal with it. Thank you very much. But what I am reading and what I am looking forward to, like you saw in the last clip, is Matt Fraction's Batman. Number 5. Oh yeah. This one, I would love to say I have high hopes for it. Like I said in the last clip, the issue 3 and 4 were subpar. They weren't what we saw in the first two. First two issues were incredible. Absolutely loved them. I loved the sort of like, I don't know what to call it, but like the dynamic between Tim and Batman and the little snippet of Damian that we got. And I think just that whole thing of like their relationship being those two issues was really cool. And then 3 and 4 just was like, what? Like nothing really happened except for introducing a new villain. And it was still kind of boring. So not gonna hate on it. Not gonna hate on it. Except I am, because it was kind of shit. But, oh buddy, I'm looking forward to this one. Night Fight, number 3 of 4. Penultimate Night Fight. I love this cover. I'm looking forward to Tim Drake's Batman. Tim Drake? Yeah, of course it is. I've really enjoyed these 2 issues. I will say, so, issue 1 and 2 of Night Fight was better than number 1 of DCKO for me personally. I enjoyed reading the first 2 Night Fights over the first DCKO. DCKO 2 was really good in my opinion. I thought DCKO 1 was really good. I think DCKO 2 was better. And I think they're now like sort of on the same level. So I think this is going to put DC Night Fight in the lead if it's as good as it's been currently. But I have high hopes for DC KO 3. I'm pretty sure that's when the Absolute Trio come in. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I've heard. But yeah, looking forward to reading that as well. Like I said, for some reason I'm keeping up on the Batman. On the Batman. Next, Ultimate X-Men number 23. One more issue. Yeah, last issue is the next one. You already know I'm not caught up by the Ultimate. Shut up. Next one, Green Lantern, Absolute Green Lantern. We'll talk about my thoughts in a second. Nova Centurion, I am caught up with this, and I'm looking forward to this. It's nothing spectacular. I love Nova. I've loved Nova since like the Amazing Spider-Man TV show. Is it the Amazing Spider-Man? Friendly Neighborhood? No, it's not Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, is it? Essentially, the Spider-Man... No, the Spectacular Spider-Man. No, it's not Spectacular. Whatever show he was in with the Spider-Man, that's the one I enjoyed. I watched that one a lot. I think Nova's pretty sick. And I'm enjoying this run. I don't think it's incredible. I think it's good. I don't think it's anything groundbreaking. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to what happens next. I think the ending of the last issue was really cool. It was a good cliffhanger. And this one, I'm looking forward to. Oh yeah! Next one. What? Somehow, we have Spider-Man Noir number 4. I haven't touched this yet. Honestly, I forgot it was on my pull list. So, yeah. I mean, I remember getting the first one. I don't remember getting the other ones. I know I have them, but it's like, I didn't realize it was that far. Next, we have, boom, fucking Ultimate Endgame. Boom. I mean, I already had like a bunch of issues of it anyway, but got the original cover, A cover even, and I'm not going to get to read it for like another little while. But somehow, after all of that, this is the main comic of the week. Absolute Batman Arc M Special. Now, I won't say, okay, spoilers, because I got spoiled, but spoilers now, Absolute Deathstroke is teased in this. The last panel of this book shows Absolute Deathstroke. I was told this by the comic shop, and I went, I haven't read that yet, and they went, oh, I was like, yeah, I'm picking it up, what do you mean? So, unfortunately, I was spoiled on that ending, but I don't mind. Not a huge deal. I still don't know anything about the story, so that's good. But, yeah. I think the art on this is so freaking cool. Look at that. Really cool. This is the second Absolute Batman special we've got. Obviously, we had the annual, but that is technically a special. But yeah, very much looking forward to reading this. And that, my friends, is New Comic Book Day. I do have last week's, I don't know if I'm going to call it pull list, because there's I didn't go to my local comic shop last week. I went to a different one, because my LCS doesn't stock a lot of variants. You have to request them a month or two in advance if you want them. And I didn't really look into the endgame variants, or Ultimate Endgame. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go browse. I actually went there because I wanted to get some Cyberpunk singles. Because I went there before and I was like, oh shit, they have Cyberpunk singles. I want them. And because I left them last time because I was already getting a bunch of stuff and I didn't want to buy too much. I wanted to keep the budget as low as possible. Or stay within the budget, sorry. And so I went back with the intention of just getting the singles of Cyberpunk, which I did. They are right here. I have the A cover from all 4 Psycho Squads. So boom, Psycho Squad and singles done, which I'm super happy about, because I'm gonna get there's a new Cyberpunk series coming out next week, Cyberpunk Chrome. I'm getting every single cover for Cyberpunk Chrome just because it's my first Cyberpunk series that I'm actually reading with release. And also last week I managed to find 2, 3, and 4 of Kickdown. So I'm still missing number 1, but yeah, happy I got these 3. Wasn't gonna leave them because I was like, you know what, I will take them just because I know. I'm pretty sure with the Trauma Team ones, because they are older, they are, the number 1 was £15, number 2 was 7, and then I think the other 2 were 4. And then with the other ones, they were just standard price, because they aren't as old. So I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to leave the, even though there's not an issue 1, I'm not going to leave them. So that is what I went for, and then I ended up seeing oh shit, okay, they have all of the endgame covers. So I mean, I don't know if I've put it, I'll put it in before this. I'll probably just put it relatively close to the start, but as you would have known, this was in my blind bag today, the Peach Momoko Ultimate Endgame variant cover. So that's what I got today in my Ultimate Endgame blind bag. Sorry, I burped. So, yeah. I went to the comic shop and I got Peach Momoko variant. I got who drew this? Kaj? The Kaj variant? I think it is. This one. I think it's pretty cool. It's probably, I'll rank them in a second actually. I also got who did this one? Because this is one of my favorites. I'm so bad with names. I'll put it on the screen if I remember to. This variant, I got, there must be even if there's just a signature, at least I can say the initials. Oh, this is Pinocchio, I think is how you say it. I think this might be my favorite one that I got. The Ultimate Wolverine, Ultimate Spider-Man one. That one's sweet as hell. And then I got, forgetting I had pre-ordered the Scotty Young variant online, I got another Scotty Young variant and the blank variant. Just because I don't know whether I don't know if I regret getting the blank variant, because I'm not I don't have an opportunity to get a commission for someone to do an art on it. But you know, it's not the end of the world. I'm not hell-bent on I regret that. And then a few weeks ago, Joker versus Red Hood versus the Joker came out on DCKO All Fight Month. I couldn't get any variants at my LCS because they don't stock very many variants. So I managed to find one here, and I think I saw all of them, and I just was like, yeah, this is my favorite one. It was between this one and the Crowbar one, but to me, this one, I think the way Jason Todd and the Joker look is just so cool. I think the way that the artist has drawn them. DVS. Who knows? But yeah. That was what I got last week. And that is one of the comic books I got last week. Alright. So, finally, I have read all 6. Well, the first 6 of, at least, of each Absolute title. Now, first of all, let's just start with my rankings. And this is also including, right? So this is 1 to 6 of Batman, 1 to 6 of Wonder Woman, It's not like Batman 15, Superman 6. That would be completely unfair because Batman would beat all of them because of the Bane arc. The Bane arc is insane, and I have nothing to compare it to because I haven't got past the first arc of any of the others. So, first arc-wise of Absolute titles. In last place, I'll go from bottom to top. In last place is Green Lantern. Because I enjoyed it a little. I think I'm not so much versed in the characters of Green Lantern. I think I know Guy Gardner, Hal Jordan, John Diggle. No, what the fuck's his name? John Stewart. I know those names. They're generic names in the DC, but I don't know the story. I don't know what I don't know canon or New 52 or anything like that. I only know the Absolute Universe when it comes to DC majority of the time. So just on a basis of how much I enjoyed it, it wasn't so much as a slug to get through. I just felt I wasn't invested in anything. I didn't really have time to, I feel there was a lack of character, attachment. You don't get to see much of any of the characters. It's sort of just boom, characters, boom, situation, boom, deal with it. And it's sort of, there isn't much depth to any of them. I don't know anything about them. I know their names. I know a tiny bit of information about each of them. And I think I just don't think I am I cared enough really. They were cool. They're in this they're in the Green Lantern orb and they're trying to get out by this being. That's cool. Who are these people? I don't know. That is, and I'm not just gonna blame that on the storytelling of having not having the depth of the characters or the writing. I'm gonna say also I'm not familiar with these characters out of the Absolute Universe. So that might help if I had known these characters, but I don't, and I couldn't really get invested in the story because there was no character to really be invested in my personal opinion. So that is my number 6. It is Green Lantern. Number 5 is Martian Manhunter. Now I know a lot of people love Martian Manhunter. I know it's quite different from a lot of things that a lot of artists are doing, and I really like the artwork. And I get the concept. I'm just sort of to me personally, I think it's the same again. There's no real stakes. It sort of just feels like a guy going crazy. But obviously, it's him being like realizing he's martial arts or whatever. But honestly, yeah, I think generally the same. It's like I don't really. I think it's too like I don't know if the right word is out there, or like I think it's too different from the rest of the entire universe, where I feel like it sort of just took me out of it for a second. Like I didn't want to read the next one. Like I didn't have this urge to like keep reading, unfortunately. But I am gonna do it. I have all of them. I will do it. I want to be caught up. I'm gonna do it. I swear to God, I'm gonna read them. I swear. I was like, yeah, for some reason, I'm Donald Trump right now. Number 4. There's the first six issues, absolute flash. And now I know that's gonna be a hot take because I know a lot of people had absolute flash at the bottom, and I understand that. But like I said, this is just personal preference. I like know Wally West. I like have watched the TV shows. Like I know these names a little bit. I've watched stuff, read a few things. I'm more familiar with these characters, and also I just like speedsters in general. I think speedsters are really cool, and the absolute Flash was the one. Like I was like, oh, absolute Flash, that sounds cool as hell. Then I looked into the absolute universe and then found everything else. Like to me, speedsters are just really cool. So absolute Flash, even though I will admit the first 8 are very slow because I'm on 9. I'm not on 10 yet. It's very slow almost all the time, but I think the like irony of like the fastest character has the slowest like building story. I think that's kind of cool. I also like the mystery of it. I like the entire like dimension thing that they're trying to get to, and yeah, I think. Me personally, I think I was more easily able to digest The Flash, and I just enjoyed it more. It made me want to keep reading once I actually got stuck into it. I think it wasn't like an immediate like, oh yeah, give me more. It was more like once I started reading it and got past a certain point, I was like, okay, I'll keep reading. I want to keep reading. But obviously, I think we all knew that the top 3 were going to be in the top 3. Like the first 3 were going to be in the top 3. Now, my number 3. First 6 is really hard because I think the Party Animals arc is really cool for Batman. I think the introduction to Absolute Batman is very like critical and like pivotal of the entire universe. And I think just like the way they made him out and like they actually like set him up to be like in every essence of the comic, it was perfect, in my opinion. I think they gave good amount of backstory. They told you about Bruce Wayne, why he was becoming Batman, and how he was able to do everything. Like, there was a lot of logic to everything that was happening. And I think that it does make that, like, perfect. I don't know why I'm talking about Absolute Batman right now. Number 3 is Absolute Wonder Woman. Absolute Wonder Woman is really cool. I don't know if it's like just a thing that I like saw, but I think the magic is really cool. I think the magic is very like lower level in the first 6 issues. I think there's gonna be a lot more, and also like the Greek mythology side of it is gonna be a lot more in the future issues, which I'm really excited to get into. I think, yeah, like the magic, you know, the arm was really cool, that whole thing. I like the characters. I like Diana. I like Cersei. I think they're all really good characters, really well written. And I don't have a complaint, really. I don't really have a complaint about the top 3. I think they're all really good. It's literally picking between the best 3. Like, it's like picking between like just 3, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. It's just on vibes at this point, really. So Wonder Woman, it's cool. I think there's more to be seen than what has been shown. I think the magic element of it and the mythology element of it is going to be a lot cooler the further we go through the story. In number 2, Now, this might make me biased because I know what happens up to date in Batman. But Batman is number 2. Absolute Batman, like I said, is perfect. The entire arc of the party animals, like I forgot what his freaking name is. You know, the guy with the helmet. Obviously, the leader of the party animals. What was his name? Like, and the entire, like, building of Absolute Batman was perfect. Introducing all the characters, like, the inception of the Absolute Universe is what? Well, not the inception, but it was the first rise to the Absolute Universe. And it was really good. It's really good, but this is why I think I'm a little bit biased. The Bane arc was so incredible. It's sort of, I don't know if it casts a shadow over it. I just think I'm like, because I know how much better because I know how much better it's gonna get. I sort of see this like thing down here, and I'm like, oh, but there's that. When I know it's really good, and I don't regret putting it in my spot, even though I'm conscious of possibly my bias on the continuation of the story, or like my knowledge of like what happens. But as you can tell, Absolute Superman, first 6 issues, takes it for me. I think Absolute Superman is fucking awesome. I love Krypton. I love Laura L is fucking badass. What? Like, Laura L is sick as hell. Like, her building the ship. So is his name is Cal? What's his name? I forgot Superman's dad's name. Shit. Anyway, both his parents are badasses. He's a badass. I think, obviously, he still has the heart of Superman on Earth. I think his character is very clear. Like Lois Lane says, he is very much getting used to his powers still, even after however long he spent on Earth. I like the whole suit thing, but I am curious to see what the difference between suit and human is, or suit and Kryptonian is in the Absolute Universe, because currently, to my knowledge, I mean, in the first arc, obviously, we know the Red Sun has an effect on him. Like, when he arrives at the Kents, like, what's the Souls, I think, Lols? I'm going to stick with Souls, even if I'm wrong. Soul, his suit, wasn't active when he obviously gained his power. So we know he does have powers, but my thing is, like, I want to know the definitive difference. And I want to see, like, where it further goes and everything. But, like I said, top 3 literally is just on vibes. Absolute Superman just had me turning. Like, I wanted the next page. I wanted the next issue. I just couldn't stop reading. And then, like, I finished the 6th issue and I was like, shit, well, I'm going to read the other ones now, but I want to keep going. So, like I said, after I finish this video, I'm going to finish Superman and Wonder Woman, because I need to read today's issue of Superman and 2 weeks ago issue of Wonder Woman, because of the crossover between Batman and Wonder Woman. Oh my god, I forgot to breathe like through 90% of that. But yeah, that is my ranking of the Absolute Universe's first arcs. I think it's a little bit until the second arcs are done, but I'm enjoying Flash. I think Flash is getting good. I think Absolute Flash's 3rd arc will be incredible. I think... But yeah, I can't really say anything. I think Absolute Wonder Woman will be... I don't think my top 3 will change. I think my top 3 will stay the same. And I think my bottom 2 could change. I think second arc wise, I think everything's going to stay the same. Potentially. it's a battle between the top three. Obviously, the Bane arc was incredible. Like, what? Like, it was so well drawn. It was so well told. It was incredible. I loved it. And I think we only have 2 more issues. I think we only have issue 11 and 12 of the Flash's second arc. And I don't think there's much they can do in those 2 issues that will make it nearly as cool as the Bane arc. Or anything that absolute Superman or Wonder Woman is going to do. So I think my list will probably stay the same as my bet for the second arcs. But I think Flash's third arc will be really cool after we see what happens in the second arc. I think it's taken 2 arcs to sort of establish the Flash and see like threats and stuff. But I think seeing we'll see what's going to happen in 10, 11, and 12. Third arc's going to be crazy. And also, soon, Absolute Catwoman and Absolute Green Arrow. Spoilers, if you don't know, Roy Harper as Green Arrow, pretty sick. Well, I assume, considering it's not going to be Oliver Queen. And obviously, Selina Kyle, she was sick in Absolute Batman. I want to know why she left. I want to know why she has one of those helmets. Who knows? But yeah, that is my absolute breakdown. Thank you so much for watching my first video in 2026. I'm hoping to make them more regular, but that is no promise. I'm doing what I can. But my love for comic books is still growing, and my love for knowledge of comic books is still growing. What can I say? I crave knowledge. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you did like it, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. There's loads of comic book day videos in the playlist, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.